Alright, you can go.
Hey. You want to say hello? Huh? Yeah, what? What are you fussing about? Hello, everybody. I missed you last week cause of my son. But you know, then again, it has to be my fault. He always likes to put everything on me, on mama all the time. But this is one of our little babies in the house. Yes, you holding on them, homie. You scared? Let me let you go. Go down, go down. Go ahead down. How's everybody today? It's not too bad out there. It's not cold and it's not hot. It's just one of them days. Thank God we can share with each other. I believe some people have a few questions and answers. They want me to try my best to try to answer. These are my views and no one else's views, and it's telling you how I feel about things and answering to the best of my ability. You know, some questions that you may have.
Oh, that's it. I was reading one of the.
You somewhere else. He not even concentrating. See y'all? See what I mean?
I was reading one of the letters. All right. This one says, over the past couple months, I found myself in a very messy situation where I feel stuck in the middle. I have a friend that I've known since middle school who has her faults, but is overall a good person. However, lately I've noticed she's been hanging around another one of my friend's boyfriend quite often. It has been confirmed that the two have something going on, and I just don't know what to do. I've known my friend who is messing with the boyfriend for a longer period of time, and I do feel a sense of loyalty to her, but I feel horrible for not speaking up to the girlfriend. The girlfriend is honestly an amazing person, and I don't know if it is my place to tell her that her boyfriend is low down and trifling. I am also conflicted because how would my other friend react to me airing her dirty laundry, although it is obvious she is in the wrong? The whole situation has been taking a toll on me. What should I do?
Mind your own business.
That's it?
Mind your own business. Some things aren't meant for you to get into. What you gonna get into it for? You think she don't already know what's going on? Let me tell you, when a woman has a man and they've been together for a little while, and he's out there doing something he ain't got no business, do you think a woman don't know? She may not know exactly who it is, but she know what's going on. You stay out of it and mind your own business. And that way you'll be both of you friends. Nobody will say you the enemy, friend or foe. Just mind your own business. It'll shape up in its own time. It'll come to head. You said come to you and say, girl, let me tell you, did you know so-and-so was doing such and such? What? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that. Stay out of it.
Alright, who was that? The next question is
Hold up, man.
Come on, it's cold out there.
That's all in his mind. Thank you, son of mine. I love you. I'm gonna love this thing.
I don't know what the hell. Oh, shit.
Oh, mama love it.
Yeah, right. Don't wake me up out of this.
Oh, my big, that's my big baby, y'all.
Lord.
Right there, Samuel.
Going to work. Bye.
Oh, mama still love it.
Let's say, I can't seem to understand why on earth I keep attracting men with kids, no matter how hard I try to get away from it. Is it possible to be with a man with kids that's older? I'm 24, he is 33. I normally don't even try, but every man I come across has a child. Am I being selfish for wanting to be first in my man's life and feeling like a child or children can hinder a potential future with him and I?
You have to change your strategy. Change what you're doing. You keep doing the same thing over and over again. Same thing. Girl, let me tell you. You ain't the only one in the world who keeps attracting a certain kind of man. I could find cheap if it was written, if it was buried in the ground 40 feet below. I could step on that damn stone and fall right into it. Not that they're not no good or nothing like that, but I mean when he say, I could find it. So, it's just like that for some people. But you gotta change your strategy. Whatever you do, you gotta think about what it is that you're doing. You obviously don't want a man unless he got kids. You say you want to be first, but I don't think so. You didn't say anything about having any kids of your own. And you, from what you're saying, you're not no baby. So time is ticking for you too. So if you have maybe something of your own, you will see things a little bit different. But it's something when you got, you're taking care of somebody else's and not taking care of your own. But like I said, just look over what you're doing. You keep going for the same thing all the time. You don't have to. Try something new. Try doing it a different way. However you're meeting your friends, clubs, or where you go out to parties, or however you're meeting them, try something different. If you're with your girlfriends, try doing it different and see what happens. Maybe you're joining one of the different clubs that they have now for mating clubs that they have for men and women to mate up to meet each other. You could specify that you don't want anybody that has any kids, and they'll mate you up with someone that don't have any children. Try it that way and see what happens. Let me know.
It says, this next question is, my boyfriend and I have a 2-year-old together. He has a 5-year-old from his previous marriage. We're living together now. The son comes over every other weekend from out of town. I notice he picks with my daughter, his sister, making her cry, and she does the same thing to him. They're kids. That's what they do. My issue is that when it comes to disciplining him, I don't feel comfortable because he's always crying saying, I want my mommy. I want you to have your mommy too. One time he lied and said my daughter fell, but she said right? Y'all need to write this stuff right. One time he lied and said my daughter fell, but she said he hit him. When I asked him, he said he didn't know in a smart tone. So I told him to go to his room. He cried hysterically, and my boyfriend just told him to sit down. How do I approach my boyfriend about his son's smart mouth? I want to stay out of it. However, if he's in my house and we're building a life together, I have some sort of say, right?
Yes, you do. I ain't bringing no mojo, nobody in my house who I can't discipline. Now, if you can't discipline him, let him stay home with his mama. And if he feels that way too, tell him goodbye. Because it's a waste of time. Ain't nobody got no favoritism. I raised a lot of kids. And I didn't show no favoritism. I love you better than I love anybody else because you close to mine or whatever. That causes a lot of trouble. And not only with the kids it causes trouble with the adults. As you are seeing now. And you need to sit down and talk to him about it. Seriously. And if he doesn't want to address the problem, if he wants to play favoritism, then you're wasting your time.
Okay.
Because you have to have control of that situation.
Okay. So next, this question says, I really need your advice. Here's my problem. I'm a 20-year-old gay male. I haven't really come out to my family. They kind of suspect that I'm gay. They just don't have the nerve to ask me, and I'm not ready to deal with their opinions of my lifestyle. Since they are very conservative Christians. Anyways, I recently started dating my older boyfriend's best friend, who was what? Wait a minute. I should have read this before I even read this. Read this out on here. Okay, let me start over. I recently started dating my older boyfriend, best friend, who is 29 and on the down low. He's been pressuring me to have sex with him even though I'm scared. He also has a girlfriend who has started coming around. She and I are starting to become friends, but I feel bad because we share the same man. I didn't know they were together. When he and I started talking, and every time I bring this up to him, he just cusses me out and says he wouldn't be with her if I was putting out. What should I do?
Leave him alone. Say goodbye to him, because he's not honest to himself. He's not honest to you. He's not honest to her. He's a liar. If he'll lie to you, he'll lie to anybody. Leave it alone. You don't want that kind of situation. She might come up to you when she does find out, pull out a gun, do something violent. Women do a lot of violent things when they find that kind of shit out. They don't appreciate it at all. I know I wouldn't. Hey, we all sharing the same ding-a-ling. Come on now. Now you gonna go one way or the other. Hey, I say, everybody has their own preference. I don't knock nobody for the preference that they have, but do it right. Come on. Now you gonna get angry with me because I want to say something to you about it? Leave that situation alone. You don't need that. Let me tell you, there's plenty of them out there that you can meet and be friends with and feel comfortable with it. As far as coming out, your family already know about it. They're just waiting for you to say something about it. And you might as well. What you waiting for? It ain't getting no easier for you. Let's go ahead and do what you gotta do. If they can't accept it, that's on them. They can't accept a loving, giving person like you. They know who you are. Come on now. Don't worry about it. Do what you gotta do. But leave that other problem, leave that alone. You don't need that.
Yeah, he said that he sent another email saying that it was his older brother's best friend, not his older friend.
I don't care whose friend it was. You don't need it.
Here we go. Come on.
Hello?
Call from Florida.
Hello? I'm busy right now. Call me back later.
Okay. This one says, I'm going to keep this real short. My question is, how does one overcome shyness and build their self-esteem? I'm a 27-year-old woman and I feel like I should have grown out this shy stage, but I've been this way for so long now that I feel like I cannot change. I'm extremely awkward and nervous in social settings. I've never had a serious relationship with the opposite sex and have very few friends. I have a hard time meeting people and developing relationships with others, but I don't want to be alone. I want to have people that I trust in my life, but I'm just having a hard time changing old habits. Thank you for listening. I look forward to your advice.
Well, first of all, someone who's timid and shy like you, I would get into a club. I would get into one of the mating names. They're usually pretty good in picking out somebody for somebody, or they have those little sessions where you all get together and you meet each other and things like that. Just take it slow. It's something that you could take slow. It ain't nothing that you got to do it right now. You know what I mean? It's got to be done right now in a hurry. It's something that you could just take it easy with. And, yeah, you should have got out there your slowly, but you're not the only one in the world who's shy. There's millions of people out there who's shy. And that's just the way some people are. It don't make you a bad person or nothing like that. Be the sweetest person in the whole wide world. Just some people is just a little shy than other people. But you know what? Another thing that can help you get out of that shyness is volunteering your time and giving your time to children or different organizations where you have to get out there and publicize different little things and stuff like that. That helps you out a whole lot. It helps you climb that ladder and get out of that shell that you done got yourself into. And there's plenty of places where you could go and plenty of things that you could do. And I know you must have a girlfriend or two, and try going out with them a little bit more. I know if they've offered you to go out with them, come on, go with me, and you, no, I'll just stay home. For what? What are you staying home for? Huh? Is anything gonna change? Ain't a thing gonna change. The day of tomorrow, go on out. Live your life. Be glad God gave it to you to live. Because some people didn't get up this morning. And we thank God that you did get up and live that life that He gave you to live. And go experience something new that you haven't experienced before. I ain't saying nothing that'll hurt you or nothing like that, but I mean, start getting around a little bit. Help your own self. God helps those who help themselves.
The next one is excuse me. I'm a 20-year-old virgin and decided to wait until marriage when I was 16 after two of my boyfriends in high school made threats to rape me if I didn't give it up. But since I started college, I have had 3 separate incidents happen. The last one and the more serious incident happened last May. I was at a kickback with my friends in their fraternity. One of the frat brothers and I met earlier that day, asked me if I wanted to go to the store. He was very nice, so I went with him. So we bought some chips and things to bring back to the party. However, he buys milk and stuff and asks me to walk with him to his apartment across the street to drop it off and walk back to the party. Since I didn't know how to get back to the kickback, I decided to go with him. When we got to his place, he pinned me down and almost raped me. I didn't even give any intentions that I wanted to sleep with him in the first place. Sorry about that wasn't even a long story, but anyway. Sorry about the long story, but I just wanted to know if guys in 2014 will be okay with me being abstinent. I've known my current boyfriend for 6 years, and I've been with him for 7 months. I've already told him about the situations I have been with. I guess he's okay with it, but lately he's been asking to do certain things. Should I leave him to avoid something happening again when he gets tired of waiting? I just feel like if a guy loves you, sex shouldn't matter.
Well, you are right on that, but it don't count. I'm sorry, that's just not the way most men are brought up. Most men are brought up, they got to prove that they're a man. They're virile, they're out there, And the word virgin brings on a lot of things. How you look at it and how you want it. And some men like to have virgins. That's their thing. And if I could get me a virgin, hey, I done really did something. Well, although, it's not teaching a person about sex. You need to get into sex slowly and to learn how to like it. See what it's like. Because when I first got into it, I didn't see what all the hubbub was about. My first time, I said, what the hell is this shit? I mean, and in your mind, you have it as, as you're going to Wonderland and this and that, and then you find out it ain't no Wonderland at all. There's a whole lot of pushing and pulling and hitching and hossing and all this kind going on, and it's not what you think it is, especially for your first time, because it's not all that easy. But once you get used to it, and you might find out there that you're a fiend than what you've been waiting for all this time. But if that's what you want, then you go ahead and do it. Don't let nobody turn you away from it. But I can tell you right now, you're not going to have too many smooth relationships. So when they start, you go ahead on with them. And when they start to bubbling up and acting like they can't wait no longer, this and that, well, you just have to tell them goodbye. And, I'll see you later and go on to the next. Go on to the next one. That's how you do that. But as far as you thinking that you're gonna go with somebody, and not unless he's a person that's decided that he don't want to have sex either until he's married to his wife. Now there are people like that, but the trick to it is to find it. And if you look around enough, or internet, or here, there, around, you might be able to find yourself somebody like that. I don't say ain't nobody out there like that, but you're going to have to look for it. It's going to take a little bit of work. Because right now you got a whole lot of vultures out there, They're out there. There's a lot of vultures out there. Just be careful.
This one says, I'm a 21-year-old from Memphis. Me and my girlfriend have been dating over a year, and the two of us have become such a blessing in each other's lives. I thank God that she's a part of my life every day. I'm currently working on one day becoming a police officer real soon, and my girlfriend is currently finishing nursing school. Me and my girlfriend plan on getting married one day. The problem is wondering if I'm really husband material. She said I am, but there's still some room for improvement. I just want to know, what are ways that I can show my girlfriend that I'm husband material?
She don't think you're husband material?
She said he is to her.
Well.
And he don't feel that he's living up to that, I guess.
Well, obviously he's not ready to get married. There's nobody really ever ready. I don't care who you are. A lot of times you may think you are, but you're not. And then later on you start doing a whole lot of childish things. But nobody's really ever ready. Nobody. Either you and that person gel together. It was just like me and my friend. We was together for years. And then we decided, we're going to go ahead and do this thing. To be together all these years don't make no sense. And don't do something about it. So we went on and we did something about it, and we still get along as a little bit better than we did before. And we get along with each other. We don't argue. We don't fight. We don't scratch at each other. If he want to watch something upstairs, I'll go downstairs and watch it. And it ain't no big thing. And marriage is a lot of work. Girl, let me tell you. Marriage is a lot of work. Because a lot of times you be the one that sometimes you have to give, the one have to give 80 and the other one's giving only 20. And that means that you give them more and they're not. Sometimes you got to speak up for yourself and let them know, hey, this is not going the way I thought it would go, and I think we ought to sit down and get some counseling on it, or, sometimes you do need counseling. But you don't sound like you ready to get married. You sound like you like for the situation to stay as it is. But You know, people can be with each other a long time and then feel like, oh, well, I ain't ready for it. Well, I mean, if you've been with somebody 10 years, when you gonna get ready? You know, I mean, if y'all snoring in each other's face, you know, you don't have to be. You be going with each other all them years and living separately. But, I don't know. Don't sound like you ready.
Plus, they 21 and y'all only been dating a year. Like, that's too young and too early to be talking about marriage. You ask me.
Yeah, well, if you're only 21, you that young, you don't need to be thinking about marriage yet. Because you're going to go out there, you're going to meet a many a prettier face and a many pretty body and many pretty ass. And if you don't look at it, then you'll be trying to say that you're not a man. And you just need your freedom. You saying yourself you need your freedom. You're not ready. You know? So, just let it go.
This one says, this is the last one. I'm a 23-year-old lady. I was raised by my great aunt and my great uncle, my grandfather's sister. My biological mother had 5 children, and I'm the youngest and only girl. Oh, here come that damn truck. She raised my brothers for a few years, but I was adopted at 2 days old. I was raised into a great family, but it was court ordered that I spent every other weekend with my grandparents who raised 3 of my brothers. I was ridiculed, physically beaten a few times, and mentally abused by my grandmother. She also talked down about my mom, which she says is her great aunt, which she knew would make me mad. My mother was on drugs at the beginning of my life and came back when I was 9. Her life is great now, but she's delusional about things. Since my grandfather passed away in 2011, I've been distanced, but I feel as though my grandmother is facing karma and she wants to be there during my success. She now wants to be nice, fake. And an incident that happened last summer was my final straw with her and my mother. I love them dearly, but I feel as if there's no reason to even deal with them. I'm still close to my brothers. Do you feel this is right?
Well, I kind of relate to some of that. But if it's not for real, if they don't love you for who you are and what you are, just keep it distant. Hi, how you doing? Love you. It's your birthday, I'm sending you a gift. Yeah, I might be down there to see you. Keep it a distance. You want to be close to your brothers, if you're still close to your brothers, stay close to them. You have no reason not to. Your family is your family. You can't just sit down and open up a magazine and pick out who you want to be in it. It's a shame we can't pick out our mothers and fathers and our uncles and this and that. You always got somebody spoiling the pot. But then again, you got to learn how to forgive people too. You know, just forgive them the best way you can. The Lord said forgive. He didn't say you had to forget. You know, and take it for what it is for right now. Just take it slow. And if you see that it's not for real, just leave it alone. Ain't no use stressing yourself out over somebody that you know that don't want to be for real with you. Now that you kind of got up on your feet, you done struggled in the mud, you done straggled to get here and straggled to get there all by yourself, you know. And there ain't nothing like having a little bit of love, somebody love you, you know. It's nothing like it, baby. Don't walk in the world being angry and mad, because it's done happened to everybody out here. I'm the only thing as a person on this universe who's been who hasn't been have things the way they want, who's had everything all right and happy, who are happy and this and that. You will have some bad times in life if you live long enough. If you live in this world long enough, you're gonna find out about a whole lot of things that you wasn't caring to find out about. But you be happy the best way you can. And all that I hate you and this and that, ask for the birds. Life is too short for that kind of mess. Be happy with what you got. And love them anyway. Forgive them. Forgive grandmom and whoever else didn't do it right. Forgive them. You know, me and my grandmama didn't always see it right, but I loved the hell out of her ass. You know, she didn't know that, but I did. I loved her. And sometimes you just wonder, that's the way it goes with people. You know, you forgive them. And pray on it, too.
All right, you want to wrap it up?
That's up to you.
Let's see. There's one more in here. I gotta go find it. All right, this one says, this one kind of long. It says, nobody's perfect, but I am. It says, nobody's perfect, but I am, and have been told I'm the child many people will wish for. I live in Brooklyn, New York. You think Philly is ratchet. You ain't never seen Brownsville. For me to live directly in the middle of a modern day war zone, I am blessed to have what I have. I live with both my parents who have been married 17 plus years, a sister, nephew, and a dog. I'm a 15-year-old girl with no babies. I've never even had a boyfriend or a first kiss.
Good.
I am truly pure. LOL. I also like to say I am attractive, but I know there ain't nothing in this hood for me. So I am careful about all boys / young men I talk to and focus on education. I always love gaining knowledge, but was always really looking forward to school for my friends. I have literally received multiple awards in each grade since daycare. I have been on every honor roll with either 85 to 97 GPA, even up to this very day in my 10th grade year. My dad was recently upset with me for getting a 75 in class and getting 80 average for the first time. Although I was still on the honor roll with the way he yelled for days, you would have thought I got a 55 in every class. That noise getting in there. He asked me if I was going to be on the honor roll this semester, and I said I don't know. After a million times he asked, I said no to see his reaction. Although I know most likely I'm going to be on it, he almost had a heart attack slamming doors and stuff. He was like, y'all kids are always failing and don't ask me for money or nothing. I sat there in silence, which I guess made him even more angry, so he went to his room. My thing is, of course I don't want to fail and I won't, but it makes me sad that the only way I feel like my parents support me is when I do the things they want me to do. For example, I choose performing arts over basketball. Mind you, I've been drawing, dancing, singing, and acting all my life. But they still don't support my decision and rather me play basketball because that's the only way my father and I can relate. I did everything I felt made them happy all my life, but as I get old, I don't want to feel like they're living their life through me. What should I do?
Live your own life. Do what you want to do. You got to take care of yourself one day anyway. They ain't going to live forever. What are you going to do when they're gone? Oh, now I can live my life? If you can't do it now, when can you do it? You got to get out there anyhow, so you might as well jump out there both feet and go on and do what you want to do and be happy. Be happy. Might as well. They're not going to see it your way, no way. They haven't seen it your way in all these years. They're not going to see it your way. So on do it your way and be happy. You don't worry about whether somebody gonna give you a place to lay your head. God will take care of you. He done took care of you all these years. How you gonna have no faith in him? I hear these people sit up here and talk about what they want and they ain't had this and that, but I ain't heard not one person mention God. I ain't heard one person say, I pray to him, or I ask him to help me, ask him to be with me, or to give me strength. You need strength to live in this world. You need prayers to live in this world. I don't care about who nanny who don't like that. You need prayers to live in this world. You need strong people, strong friends to show you the right way to go. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You're doing what's inside of you, what's built inside of you, to love this music, to love this dance. This is who you are. Now, if you got to be somebody else because you scared somebody, you won't have a place to lay your head, start taking care of yourself. Get out there, get you that little job. Get you that little apartment. I love you. I love you deeply, but it's time for me to go. You gonna sit and wait for somebody to give you something? Please. You can do that by yourself. You don't need nobody to do that for you.
Well, she can't go nowhere now. She only 15.
Well, guess what I'm saying? She's 15. What, she got 3 years in school?
Mm-hmm. She in the 10th grade.
She's in the 10th grade, 10th, 11th, 12th. All right. Well, you might as well say, well, you know what? Sometimes you might have to eat a little bit of, humble pie. But you know what it is that you want to do. You know what it is, so go and do it. That's all I can tell you. When the time is right, you'll know it. You'll know when it's right for you to make your move. It's sorry it's like that. That they can't love you for who you are and what you are, and they got to live their life through you. Sorry about it being that way, but you know what? You'll make it, baby. Just keep on doing, keep on getting your marks, keep on doing what you're doing, because you're going to need all that to take you where you're going and get ready to go to college, take you where you're going. You can take care of yourself. I mean, what would you do if they dropped off the face of the earth today or tomorrow, God forbid? If the half of the world fell off, what would you do? You'd keep on trying to survive, wouldn't you? You keep on trying to make it. And that's what you got to do, baby.
All right. Anything you want to tell me before I turn this on?
Well, like I said, a lot of you talk today about your feelings. Feeling some of you about how you feel about sex. Sex is all right. It's a beautiful thing when it's done the right way, but then nothing is halfway done the right way in this world anymore. It's good when you have somebody that's with you, who will walk that road with you. But sometimes it takes walking that road by yourself a long time before you will meet that right person. Have patience with yourself. Pace yourself in life. When you have somebody that.
Oh, go ahead.
And You give yourself to people. Sometimes what you give is given back, and sometimes it's not. Don't always look for rewards. In this lifetime, a lot of times you don't get no rewards for the things you do. You know, and people may not like you for who you are and what you're. So what? You know, whoever made a promise to you that everybody was going to like you? Well, you had to be somebody special. You know, just be who you are. You know, and if somebody can't love you for who you are and what you are, that's their loss. That's their loss of being with a wonderful person. Somebody that's out giving, that's loving. You're going to sit around and cry about it all your life? There's been so many people out here in this universe for you to meet. So many places to go. There's so many things to do. Don't shut yourself up in a room. Ain't nothing in there but the four walls. Get on out there. Get busy. Give your time to somebody who needs somebody. You know, there's other people out there that needs a little bit of loving. Even though you can't get somebody to put their arms around you and say, I love you, you might be able to put your arms around somebody and say, I love you. You give your love to, it'll come back. Believe me, it'll come back to you. Pray on it.
All right.